Okay, so hi, so I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I did just go to school again for the first time. I am starting my spring semester and I just got home from school a couple of hours ago. I just recorded my January favorites video and now I need to take my makeup off before I die. So I wore my Betsy Johnson sweatshirt dress today and I wore it with my aqua sweater. I just thought it was so cute with this. So I was going to wear just this sweater and I was going to wear this dress on Wednesday, but I was like, you know what? I think it'd be really cute to wear these two together. So that's what I did, and then I just paired them with some black Uggs. I just want to wipe the makeup swatches off of my these are not going to come off. So yeah, anyway, I primed my face like from my favorites video. I obviously was swatching stuff, but I need to use the e.l.f. wipes for that because I heard that those are really good for makeup swatches from Young, Wild, and Polish. So anyway, I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the Stila One Step Corrector. And then I went in with the Lancome Teint Idol Foundation in the color 210 Buff N. And then I concealed with the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer in the color Fair Warm. And then I set my face with the NYX HD Powder. And then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24 Hour Primer. And then went over that with the same NYX powder. And then I went in with the Manny Makeup Geek palette today. And I used Beaches and Cream, of course, first, the single eyeshadow because I used it up in that palette. And then I went in with Sora. Then I darkened up the crease more with Frappe, which I used the single shadow as well because that's also in the Manny palette. And then I used Aphrodite on the outer corners. And then I used Luna, the foiled shadow from the palette, on my lid. And then I used Vanilla Bean and Mirage on the brow bone. And that was it for the top of the eyes, and then I concealed under my eyes with the Urban Decay concealer, and then I set that with the e.l.f. HD powder, which I actually used up today. I forgot I had to go pick up another one, but I'll pick it up tomorrow. I'll just use my Laura Mercier tomorrow, which I'm almost done with too. And then I smudged Frappe on the lower lash line, and then I highlighted the inner corners with Artemis, and then I lined the waterline with the Maybelline gel liner in the shade Brown, and then I went in with the Catrice Cosmetics mascara on the top and bottom lashes. And then I bronzed up the skin with the NARS Laguna bronzer, and then I went in with the Urban Decay Afterglow 8-Hour blush in the shade Kinky, and then I highlighted with the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo in the shade 2, and the NARS Dual Intensity Duo in the shade, Dual Intensity Blush in the shade Jubilation. I used the more yellow side. I love combining those two together. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I set everything with the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. And then I just brushed through my brows with a spoolie and then set them with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara. And then for my lips, I primed them with the NYX Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the MAC Lip Pencil in the shade Strip Down. And then I filled them in with the ColourPop Cosmetics Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Platform. And then I topped them off with the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Moonchild. That's the fastest I've ever done my makeup look because I need to take my makeup off. I'm so tired. I didn't get any sleep and I had 3 classes today. I'm so excited to just eat and then take my makeup off and relax. So, bye! Okay, so hi. So I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I don't know what's going on with my hood. So I just had 1 class today. And then I went to get gas after class, and then I also went to Marshall's to check out the makeup deals. And I actually ended up picking up a couple of things this time because typically my Marshall's doesn't really have that much high-end. And this time they had like a crap ton, so I ended up picking up. I don't really want to touch it and show you guys because the packaging's kind of gross for some of them. And there's like a million germs on. I mean, I'll show you, I guess. I mean, this one looks pretty clean. I think this one was just put out like a day or 2 ago. So I did get this Too Faced Melted collection of 2 of their melted lipsticks and 2 of the regular matte lipstick and the melted latex. But I think I might actually return this because I think it's just too expensive. It's like $12.99. What I've realized is that I really don't want to support what? Why is that? Why? I don't really want to support Too Faced Cosmetics anymore, so I think I'm going to return this. But I am going to keep the 2 other things that I picked up. And I got, gotta reach it. I finally found the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer, and I got it in the shade Light 16, so I'm definitely going to try this out. This was only $5.99, and then I also got one of the Anastasia liquid lipsticks, and I found the shade Craft, so I got that one too, and that was $6.99. They had a ton of the Anastasia liquid lipsticks. They didn't really have any of her eyeshadows though, and I'm basically what I'm hunting for is the Stila Aqua Glow foundation and the one other Stila foundation. They have both been found at Marshall's before. I'm also searching for the Smashbox, um, like smaller palettes. I forget what they're called, but they have like a couple of them at Marshall's or I believe TJ Maxx. If you guys would know where they're located, please let me know. And I'm also looking for the Bobbi Brown Jewel Tone, like it was like a burgundy palette for the holidays. I think it came out last year. That's also been spotted at Marshall's. It's like an eyeshadow palette that I really want. And then also more of the Anastasia liquid lipstick colors. My Marshalls had all of a ton of the Anastasia Aurora Glow kits. They also had the darker blush kit, the Anastasia Dark Blush Kit, which I told you guys that I had just found that I found out that they had it at Marshall's. I got it in January, like when I had my 20% off coupon from Ulta, and then now it's already at Marshall's. And they also had a ton of the Anastasia contour kits, but not in light to fair. If they had a light to fair one, I would have totally picked it up over that Too Faced lipstick set. I would have totally just picked that up and like the liquid lipstick and the concealer. I was going to get, they also had a couple Bite Beauty lipsticks, but really only two, and I was going to pick up the only two that they had. It was a nude and like a purpley lipstick, but it was like, I already have like a mini version of the purple lipstick that looks very similar to the color that they had, so I figured not to pick it up. And then I already have 3 nudes from Bite Beauty that it's like, why do I need another one? So I didn't get that one either. And also, like, they had a ton of the liquid lipsticks from Anastasia, and they also had a few lip glosses. But they also had 3 colors that somebody swiped and took them. I found them on the like other side, like where the skincare section is, of empty makeup liquid lipstick containers, well, boxes, and they had the shades Ashton, Catnip, and Craft. And those are 3 shades that I've been wanting. I mean, I got Craft, but I wanted Ashton and I also wanted Catnip because I heard Catnip is a really beautiful shade. So I would have totally picked up all of those. I probably wouldn't have picked up the Too Faced kit then. I would have only picked up the 3 liquid lipsticks and the concealer, but I think I'm going to return the Too Faced kit and just keep the lipstick and the concealer. But that, they had a ton, like, before this, like, before today, my Marshalls was really not carrying much of anything. The only stuff I could really find there was, like, a couple of Bite Beauty lipsticks and, like, maybe some stuff from, like, Laura Geller, but I really didn't find anything great there the first time I went to the Marshalls, like, last year, because I really, like, don't go on budget beauty buys that much. But since I've been watching Makeup by Peta, which I love her channel, I did go there, I think around a month ago to see what they had, and basically mostly what I found was all of the Kat Von D Shade and Light contour kits. They had a ton, and now those are all gone, and they all replaced them. They replaced them all with the contour kits from Anastasia and the Anastasia Aurora Glow kits. They had a ton of the Aurora Glow kits, like 15 of them. So, but also people are saying that you can find the Ultimate Glow kit there. You can find a ton of Anastasia. So I also found one of the Anastasia pot concealers, but it wasn't in my shade, so I just picked up the Kat Von D one. I'm dying to try that one. I heard it's so good. But they do sometimes have Kat Von D. I've also been looking for the Kat Von D blushes because I heard that the Everlasting blushes and I think the Shade and Light blushes are there. So please let me know where you guys can find this stuff. So anyway, and then I went to Nordstrom Rack to check out their deals, but Marshalls definitely has better deals, but of course it's like grosser to shop there because everything is such a mess. So anyway, I primed my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Smashbox Primer Water and the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Primer. And then I went in with the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Foundation in the color Cool Vanilla, of course. It's my go-to when I'm not wearing foundation for that long, but I actually have had my makeup on since like 11:30 today. I just didn't feel like taking it off when I got home, but I will take it off after this. So I'm actually home for the rest of the night. I got home at like 3:30, and I ate lunch, and then I like talked to my mom for a bit, and now I'm finally taking my makeup off. And then I concealed with the NYX HD concealer. I kind of wanted to whip it out and use it today. It looks pretty good, actually. I'm actually surprised on how good it looks right now. In the shade Fair, I believe. It's just because I want to rotate some more of my concealers lately because I always use like the same ones. And then I went over everything with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder in the shade Warm Light. I cannot talk. I'm so excited to just relax tonight. And then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-hour primer and then went over that with the same Wet n Wild powder. And then, of course, I went in with ColourPop's Firefly eyeshadow as my transition shade. And then I went in basically with the rest of the look with the Stila Eyes Are the Window Shadow Palette. I have to read the names off of here. That's the only reason why I have it in my room. So, of course, I took this shade on the brow bone, on the crease, and that one's called Individual. Then I darkened up the crease more with this one here, and this one is called Heart. And then for the outer corners, I went in with, of course, this brown shade. I always use this one for that, and this one is called Being. And then for the lid, I actually tried a new shade today because every time I wear this palette, I always use Kitten on the lid every single time because it's my favorite shade. Obviously, it's Kitten eyeshadow. But I decided to try a different one because I was like, you know, there's some really pretty metallic shades in here. There's at least 6 metallic shades in here that I've never touched other than Kitten and this gold shade. I've never used any of the other ones because I always use Kitten on the lid. But I was like, you know what? I kind of want to use something different today. So I used this like warm brown shimmery shade, and that one is called Affection. I thought it was really pretty, so I used that one. And then for the brow bone, of course, I used Light, which is this beautiful shade right here. And that was mostly it from the palette. And then I concealed under my eyes with the NYX concealer, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder since I'm completely out of my e.l.f. HD powder. I was going to pick up that today and not get anything from Marshall's, but I really wanted to check out their makeup deals. But since I'm going to return the Too Faced palette, I'll probably go and pick up my makeup wipes and the e.l.f. powder a couple of days from now because I'm not going to go and return it right now. I mean, I could, but I really don't want to go back out again because I was already out for a while. And then I smudged the Individual shade on the lower lash line. And then I highlighted the inner corners with Kitten because obviously I was still going to use it. So I just used it to highlight the inner corners, and that was it from the palette. And then I went in with the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara on the top and bottom lashes, and that was it for the eyes. And then I bronzed up... Excuse me. I bronzed up the skin with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and then I went in with the e.l.f. blush palette, and I just used the orange and the nude shade on my cheeks. And then for the highlight, I used the Wet n Wild shimmer palette in the shade Boozy Brunch, and I used that to highlight. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light powder, and then I set everything with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist. So I mostly went in with basically all drugstore on my face except for the Smashbox Primer Water and the setting mist. I mean the setting powder, the Hourglass one. Sorry, I'm so tired. I really didn't get that much sleep on Monday night, and last night I did actually sleep. But today I just get to relax because yesterday I had 3 classes. I did try to get my boyfriend to come over for a little while and like have dinner here, but he wanted to go home and study and he was tired, so I was like, okay. So I'm going to see him on Friday anyway. And then I just filled in my brows. I just brushed in my brows with a spoolie and then set them with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara. I cannot speak. And then for my lips, I lined them with the MAC lip liner in the shade Strip Down, and then I filled them in with the NYX liquid lipstick, the Lingerie liquid lipstick in the shade Satin Ribbon, and then I went over it with the Bite Beauty Luminous Gloss. I think that's what they're called. Luminous Cream Gloss in the shade Rambutan because I haven't worn it in a long time, and I really liked this combo. It's so pretty, and I actually really liked the lipstick today. I didn't wear it with a lip primer, and I thought it was really pretty. So now I'm just going to take my makeup off. We're probably going to make dinner soon. It's only 5 o'clock right now, and I'm not, like, starving because I did just eat lunch, like, an hour and a half ago. And I wasn't really that hungry when I was out today, which is crazy, but I did have eggs and bacon and some toast this morning because my mom was making eggs, and I just wanted to have some of hers. So, yeah, that's it. So I will be continually on the hunt for budget makeup because I'm really not going to be buying any more high-end makeup for a while until my boyfriend gets the gift card for me for Christmas because we still haven't gotten each other's Christmas gifts, and I need to get his Christmas gift too. But once I get his Christmas gift, I know he's going to be helping me out with paying for a lot. So yeah, that's really it. So bye! Okay, so hi, so just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I might actually be stopping the everyday makeup lookbooks after this week because I'm still like 2 weeks behind on actually posting them. I have another one to post very soon. And I still want to get up my favorites video and another liquid lipstick review and check-in. Um, Probably I'll try and get up more this weekend, but after this, like I'm not really sure if I'm going to be recording them anymore since I did start school again on Monday, and I was really slacking on recording them at some point around like the holidays and stuff. I mean, that's when I started again, but since I take my makeup off usually like when I get home or when I'm going to my boyfriend's house, it's like harder for me to sit down and actually just record it because like I'd rather just take my makeup off and go to his house. But before I used to like keep it on. But anyway, I really like how it turned out today. I'm just really tired, so bear with me. I did have school all day. I wore my this Anthropology shirt. This is only the second time I'm wearing it, so I wanted to wear it today, and I really like this shirt. So it has like a little bit of like a like draped bottom and kind of like ruffled, so I do like that. So it makes the shirt look really cute. And yeah, I know I'm sounding like a dumbass, but I'm just really tired. So I did just get home like 15 minutes ago, so I will take my makeup off very shortly. So anyway, and then tomorrow I have school and then work, and then Friday I'm off and I get to just go to my boyfriend's house, which will be nice. And then Saturday I work in the morning, and then Sunday I'm also off, so that's nice too. So anyway, I prime my face with the, actually I probably have to check on Sunday, but I am also just seeing my boyfriend the whole weekend because Sunday night is the Super Bowl. I'm hoping his mom will like get us like wings or something so I don't have to pay for another meal. That'd be nice. So anyway, I prime my face with the Smashbox Smashbox. I was about to say Smashbox. The Smashbox Primer Water and the Stila One Step Corrector, and then I went in with the L'Oreal True Match foundation in the color W1 Porcelain, which is the warm shade. And then I concealed with the concealer that I picked up at Marshalls yesterday. I wanted to try out the Kat Von D original formula of the Lock-It Concealer, so I picked up this yesterday, and it's the Lock-It Concealer and Corrector, and it's in the shade Light 16. This was like the only shade that was like closest to me to fit my skin tone, and I actually really like the shade. It pretty much is the same shade as the foundation that I wore, and I really liked how this concealer looked with this foundation. And I actually used a different setting powder under my eyes today, since I ran out of my e.l.f. HD powder, and I think my Laura Mercier powder wouldn't have been enough for this under my eyes. So I did use this, and I really liked it. I thought it blended out really nicely. It didn't really wear off around my nose or anything like that. Let's just check really quick to see how it looks around there, because I didn't really look. I just looked to see how it looked under my eyes. I mean, it looks pretty good. It only creased a little bit here. It looks pretty good around the nose, and it looks pretty good under the eyes still. So it held up pretty well, so I'm actually pretty impressed with it. So yeah, I like this, and this was $6, so I'm glad I got it for $6. I've been wanting to try the original formula for a long time, and it's nice when you can find this stuff at Marshalls for a discount. And then I set my face with the NYX HD powder, and then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-hour primer, and then went over that with the same HD NYX powder. And then I went in with ColourPop's Firefly as my transition shade. And then I went in with the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette today. Like I said, I'm just trying to rotate all of my neutral eyeshadow palettes. And I just wanted to do a simple eye look today because I wanted to do like a bolder lip. So I went in, of course, with Cashew Chew and Almond Truffle first. Then I darkened up the crease more with Mocha. And then I used Malted on the outer corners. And then for the lid, I used a different shade. I used the shade Cafe Au Lait. On the lid, it's like a silvery shade. It's really pretty. And then for the brow bone, of course, I went in with Divinity from the palette, and that was it for the top of the eyes. And then I concealed under my eyes with the Kat Von D concealer. And again, I do really like this, so I'm definitely going to be using this a few more times, probably tomorrow too, because I will have my makeup on all day tomorrow too, because I have class and then I have work. I only have an 11:30 class, and then I'm done at 1, and then I don't have work until 5:30, I think. I think it's 5:30 tomorrow. It might be 5. But anyway, I have like a 4-hour or like a 3-hour kind of break in between, which is nice. So I am going to go to CVS tomorrow and pick up more makeup wipes and probably the e.l.f. HD powder as well. But then I set my under eyes with the Marc Jacobs Instamark Dreamer filter, and I used the lighter shade. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I should finally start taking advantage of these brightening powders that come with these bronzers. Because I always see like people say that they use like this Marc Jacobs powder, the Instamark Dreamer filter, they use that to brighten their under eyes. And then they also use the, what was I going to look at on Facebook? I do not remember at all. And they also use the Kat Foundation Light Palette, and I would have used that since I did use the concealer, but I didn't have enough time to take it out, and I wasn't sure where it was in my bathroom, so I just decided to use the Marc Jacobs one, because I was going to use the Marc Jacobs one just to bronze anyway, and it looks really nice. And I did just pop on a little bit of the NYX powder under my eyes as well when I was setting my face, and it held up pretty well, so I do like how it just like sets your under eye, so I will test that out with like other concealers and stuff, but I've heard that that's like really good, and also the Shade and Light powders are really good for that too. My lip looks so much better on camera than it does in person. And then for the lower lash line, actually it doesn't look that bad at all. It looks better than before. For the lower lash line, I went in with Pecan Praline, which is that gray dark tone matte shade. I wanted to use that on my crease, but I forgot to use it because I always go in with Mocha and the other two shades in my crease that I said. That I just used it on the lower lash line instead. And then for the inner corners, I wanted to use Kat Von D's Thunderstruck. My eyeshadow is like so minimal right now, and I really like it. So, and then for the top and bottom lashes, of course, I went with the Catrice Cosmetics mascara, and then I went in with the Maybelline gel liner, the skinny gel liner in the shade Black on my waterline, and that was it for that. Because those are just my go-tos. I forgot to use the Lancome one today. Maybe I'll use that tomorrow. And then I bronze up the skin with the Marc Jacobs Instamark Dreamer filter. And then for the blush, I used the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder Blush in the shade, the Ambient Blush in the shade Mood Exposure. And then I went over it a little bit with the Physicians Formula Butter Blush in the shade Plum Rose. Because I wanted to use something mauve-y, but this one always shows up warmer on my skin than it does look in the pan, which I always forget, but I think it looked pretty, like, as a blush in the end, because I think it looked pretty good with the look. But I wanted more of a cooler tone blush, but it was a little bit warmer than I wanted, and I always forget how warm it is. And then for the highlight, I didn't reapply it, but I still think it looks pretty good. I went in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Illuminator in the shade Starlight, just because I really wanted to use it. I'm trying to rotate some old highlighters and some new highlighters every week. I feel like I'm so overwhelmed with highlighters lately that I just really wanted to wear this one today. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I set everything with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist. And then I just brushed through my brows with a spoolie and then set them with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara. It's always going to be the same because I need to pick up a new brow pencil. And then for my lips, I couldn't find my lip primer, so I just went in with the ColourPop Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Lumiere, and then I filled them in with the lipstick that I picked up from why do I keep on saying TJ Maxx? From Marshall's yesterday. So like I said, they did have a ton of Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipsticks at Marshall's, and they do have them at TJ Maxx for $6.99, so I did pick up one. So I picked up the shade Craft, and this is the shade that I'm wearing on my lips today. It is a gorgeous shade. So what I've said about Anastasia liquid lipsticks is that her shades are beautiful. Like, some of the most beautiful shades you've seen for liquid lipsticks. Like, this is such a pretty purple, like, so pretty. And I actually was kind of impressed with the formula of this one. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but I'm probably going to have to wear it with a lip primer next time because, yeah. But it's, like, does get crumbly, but I was definitely more impressed with this one than I was with, like, Pure Hollywood. At least with this one, it dries down and it doesn't, like, go all over the place so you have to reapply it a million times. So I do love the color, and I'm really glad that I got to try this out for $6, and it was in pretty good shape. So like I said, I think I said this yesterday, that I was looking for other shades. I know that they have Ashton and other shades because, like, I think they're discontinuing all of those colors, or I think they're coming out with, like, all new colors or something. So they had Ashton, they also had Catnip, and they had Craft. But they had one extra Craft. The other two that I mentioned, there was only one there because I'm sure like other people picked them up, but I saw them like on another shelf and they were empty boxes, so somebody obviously took them. But I'm glad that I found Craft because I've been wanting to try the shade for a long time, and then also those other two shades that I mentioned. Because, you know, everybody talks about them, and I always want to see if her lipsticks get better because I do love all of her other products except for her lipsticks. So, but yeah, that's it. I'm going to go, so bye! Okay, so hi, I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I've had my makeup on since like 12 o'clock this afternoon, or like 11 something, so I'm ready to take it off. It's almost 10. I did have work today after class, so I just had class from 11:30 to 1, and then I got home, ate something, relaxed a little bit. I didn't really relax because I recorded a video, so, and then I went to work from 5 to 9:30, so I did just get home. Because, you know, some of the managers take longer to close than others, like, but, you know, they actually, like, do their jobs. It's not like they're doing, like, bullshit or something, like, they actually do their jobs. I just really want to take my shoes off, man. These boots are hurting my feet. These, Fry boots are good for, like, 3 hours, and then they start hurting my feet a little bit. Not, like, horribly, but they start hurting, like, the last hour that I'm working. So, anyway, I wore this, Lucky shirt that I got a couple of days ago. So this is the first time I'm wearing it, and it's the first time I'm wearing it to work too. I thought it was really cute, really comfortable, just really cute shirt with some jeans, obviously, and I did record a video in this outfit. So anyway, I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the e.l.f. Mineral Free Face Primer, I Cannot Speak. And then I went in with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Stick Foundation in the color Y225 because I wanted to test it out for a full day's worth of wear to see how it holds up, because I haven't really done that with this foundation because I haven't really worn it often enough to really determine on how I actually feel about it. I really like it. It's good, and I do find that it gets like less matte throughout the day, obviously, but also I do find that I don't feel it as much as on my skin after like an hour or two's worth of wear. So I just want to see how it held up. I didn't touch it up at all when I got home today from school. I should have touched up my concealer a little bit, but I mean, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty dewy right now, to be honest, but overall it looks pretty good. I did apply a second layer over the cheeks today, and I like it. It looks good. So yeah, it just looks pretty dewy on the forehead, but anyway, it's good. And then for the concealer, I used the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer again, the one that I got from Marshall's in the shade Light 16, so I was testing that out again today. And then I set my face with the Maybelline MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium, because I want to use that more so I can actually use it up. It's taken me forever to use up. I've had that powder for like 2 years. Then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer, and then went over that with the same, sorry, this is really annoying me, for this lipstick that I got. It's the lipstick I'm wearing today. I'll tell you the shade in a minute. It's obviously Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I can't peel off the tag from Marshall's because I found the shade that I was looking for 2 days ago when I told you guys I picked up a couple of things from there. But they had put a sticker on it rather than having a box because they didn't have a box for it. I was so annoyed. Because they're so annoying to peel off. So anyway, I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer, and then went over that with the same MAC powder. Then, of course, I went in with Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie as my transition shade. I want to take this off. It's annoying me. And then for the eyes, I went in mostly with the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette today. Like I said, I've been trying to rotate all of my nude eyeshadows. Sorry, my boyfriend texted me. So anyway, then I went in with the shade Peanut Butter in my crease, and I darkened with the crease more with Nuts About You. Then I used Peanut Butter Cup on the outer corners. And then for the lid, I went in with the Kathleen Lights ColourPop Super Shock Shadow shade. Kind of in this part and all over the lid, because I've been trying to do that more, where I put like a color on the middle of the lid and a little bit on this part of my lid so that I can use more than one shade sometimes. And then I popped on Peanut Brittle on the middle of the lid. And then for the brow bone, I went in with Extra Creamy. And the other peachy shade, what the heck is the shade called? I can't remember. It's just the peachy shade in the palette. It's like a matte peach shade. And that was it for the top of the eyes. And then I concealed under my eyes with the Kat Von D concealer. And I just wanted to see again how it held up. I mean, it holds up really well. It doesn't like settle into fine lines or anything. It doesn't look amazing, but I mean, I can deal with that. I think it looks pretty good. And then I set it with the Marc Jacobs Instant Mark Dreamer Filter powder again, which I thought looked really pretty. And then I smudged Nuts About You on the lower lash line, and then I went in with the ColourPop gel liner in the shade Besto. You know what's crazy about the ColourPop gel liners is that they really do not last as long as my other liners, that it's like, I mean, it still looks good, but it doesn't look as good as my other ones. And then I highlighted the inner corners with Bananas from the palette, and then a little bit of Makeup Geeks in the Spotlight, just make it a little bit peachier. And then I went in with the Catrice Cosmetics mascara on the top and bottom lashes, and that was it for the eyes. And then I bronzed up my skin with the Kevyn Aucoin Neo Bronzer because I realized I hadn't used it in a little while, so I wanted to use it today in the shade Capri. And then I went in with the Milani Baked blush in the shade Luminoso because I really wanted to use it today. And then I highlighted with the Milk Makeup Holographic Powder Quad in the two peachier shades in the shades Mars and the other peachy shade in the palette. It's so pretty. I love this little palette. I was using the Becca Light Chaser highlighter. It didn't really do anything, so I had to go over it with this. And I was going to use Maybelline's Master Glow, whatever it is, Make a Glow one, but I wanted to use something a little bit peachier today. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder, and then I started everything with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist. Then I brushed through my brows with a spoolie and then set them with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara. And then for my lips, I primed them with the NYX Lip Primer, then I lined them with the Kat Von D Everlasting Lip Liner in the shade Hawkeye. And then I filled them in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in the shade Ashton. Are you talking to me or Cameron? Okay, just give me a minute. And this one's really, really comfortable. And the shade is so pretty. I reapplied it once after I ate. And I really like this one. Okay, thanks, Mom. I just said thanks. So yeah, that's it. My mom's distracting me. So I'll tell you guys about these tomorrow. Bye. Okay, so hi, so I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. It might look a little bit light because it is pretty bright out today, so why is it showing this to me? So anyway, I just got home from work. It was pretty dead. I actually was sent home around 1, but I did run a couple of errands before I got home. I tried to pick up my CVS prescription, but I accidentally forgot to put yes for the refill, so I just went and picked it up because I thought it was just ready, but then they said that there was no prescription ready, and I was like, oh crap, I forgot to actually press yes on my prescription for the refill. So yeah, I walked in there, waited online, and didn't realize that it wasn't even filled because it was my fault that it wasn't filled. And I was like, what like, I was so annoyed because I was like, what do you mean you can't find it? Like, obviously, I don't give, like, anybody, like, a hard time. I'm just like, why can't... It's like, I pick up this prescription every month, and sometimes they can't find it, and I'm like, why is it you can't find it? But I've never made that mistake before when I just, like, have not filled it myself, so I felt pretty dumb. So, yeah, I filled it today, and I just have to come back tomorrow or Monday to pick it up. And then I went to Rite Aid because I saw on one of the budget beauty buys that I watch. Her name is Kim Naluzzo. She only has like 15,000 subscribers. And I really only watch her budget beauty buy videos. She is pretty good at posting those like once a week. And she said that at Rite Aid they were featuring Rite Aid Wet n Wild products there for 75% off because if you guys didn't know, they did repackage a lot of their eyeshadow palettes like a month ago or so, and they like reformulated a lot of them. So they were selling their eyeshadow palettes for like $2 a piece, and I'm so mad that I didn't go there to pick up the Comfort Zone palette because I've been wanting to try their eyeshadows for a long time. But since like I have so many eyeshadows, it's like I felt like I didn't really need it, and now like I kind of regret not picking it up for $2. So, but they were completely sold out of the eyeshadow palettes, so I don't even know why I tried. But I wanted to see if they had any lip liners because I love their push-up lip liners. But since those aren't like on sale anywhere else for that cheap, I doubted that they were going to be that price there, and plus they didn't have any. So anyway, yeah, so I worked, so I just wore my Lucky t-shirt today, this one. I haven't worn this in a while, and I paired it with some black jeans and a denim jacket. It was really dead, so I just didn't feel like wearing anything that involved, and plus I've been wanting to wear this for a while, so yeah, that's really it. So anyway, I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the Elf Mineral Face Primer. I am pretty hungry. I am going to eat something. I'm going to take my makeup off because there's no point in me keeping it on anymore. And then I'm supposed to go to my boyfriend's house. It's only 2 o'clock right now, so I'm not going to go to his house until like probably like 4 or 4:30. But he hasn't texted me yet. I did text him like an hour ago, so hopefully he'll text me at some point. And then I picked up this foundation from Marshall's yesterday because I did go and make another trip there. I didn't make a makeup entry yesterday because I just wore my no makeup look yesterday. But I did go to Marshall's and TJ Maxx yesterday, and I found this on the clearance section, and this probably has been in the clearance section for a while, and I'm surprised that it wasn't gone. This is the Stila Aqua Glow Serum Foundation, and I tried it out today, and this one's in the shade Light, and I got this for $8. $8, and this is like a $45 foundation at least, or at least $40, and I was on the hunt to find this foundation or the Stay All Day one, because I have both of them at TJ Maxx or Marshalls, but you just have to look. But this, yeah, this was, I believe it was $10, before they put it on clearance, and I got it for $8. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm taking this. The, shade is a little bit light for me. I mean, a little bit light. It's a little bit yellow, but when I put it on, it looked really good. It's not like too yellow. It blends into the skin really nicely. It feels really nice on the skin. So far, I really like it. Makes my skin look really healthy. I've heard like negative reviews about this foundation, but I really like it. So, I did mix it with my L'Oreal Infallible foundation because that is my lightest foundation, and I really like the combo. It does annoy me when I do have to lighten up a foundation though, but I probably will wear this again tomorrow because I'm going to my boyfriend's house again, and he's going to pick me up because the Super Bowl is tomorrow, and I am off tomorrow too. So I will wear this and tell you guys my thoughts tomorrow as well, but so far I really like it. I think it looks really nice and dewy on the skin. I think it just gives me a really healthy glow. I really like it. And then I concealed with the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in Light 16, which I also got from Marshall's. And then I set my face with the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 110 Porcelain. I didn't really look through the clearance as much as I should have like 2 days ago, because I did go there the day before as well. And like I said, I did pick up the other shades that I didn't have from the Anastasia liquid lipsticks because they ended up restocking them 2 days ago, so I picked them up then. And I did go back yesterday because I just wanted to check out to see if they had anything else, because they were putting out the new cards the day before, and like I said, I was like, maybe I'll go and check it out the next day, so I wanted to go yesterday too. It's not like I want to go like so much. I did go 3 times this week, and I did find some pretty good finds, so maybe I'll just stop by there every Tuesday and Thursday after class, because I get out of class at 1 and it's like on my way home, that it's not like a big deal for me to stop by there. So yeah, really like this. And then for my eyes, I primed them with the Smashbox primer, and then went over them with the same Maybelline powder, and then I mostly went in Maybelline powder, yeah. Then I mostly went in entirely with the ColourPop Dream Streak palette because I haven't used it in a while, and like I get separation anxiety from not using this palette, so I really wanted to use it today. I was going to use my Becca palette, but I'm just going to use it tomorrow, the Becca Jaclyn Hill palette, so I'll just wear that tomorrow to his house. So anyway, I went in with this shade called Magical in the crease as my transition shade. Then I darkened up the crease more with Shooting Star. And then I went in with this shade, which is called Potion, on my crease. And then I went in with this shade, which is called Elfish, on my outer corners. And then for my lid, I went in with this shade, which is called Spark, because I think this is the only one. Actually, Sweet Dreams. Yeah, Sweet Dreams. This is the only one that I haven't worn on my lid yet, because I think I've been using it as my inner corner highlight every time I wear it. So now I've used every single shade in the palette on my lid, like, except for this one, the Kaleidoscope shade, which I probably will use the next time I use this palette. That actually would have been really pretty if I used this on Monday instead of today, and I would have worn that on the lid, but obviously I'm not going to wear it again for a little while. And then for the brow bone, I popped on this shade, which is called Moony, and that was really it from this palette, but I also found this palette at TJ Maxx yesterday, and I know I put this in my anti-haul for last year, but since I got this for $14.99, and I know that a lot of people were saying that they found this at TJ Maxx or Marshall's, and they had quite a few of these. They had like 4 or 5 of them at my TJ Maxx, which is like not close to me. I have to go like more so to my boyfriend's town, but they had it, so I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to pick it up. So this is the Too Faced Glitter Bomb palette, and I got this for $14.99. I would have never paid full price for this palette because, like, I just have too many palettes in general that I didn't want to overwhelm myself again with too many palettes. So I got this guy, and I'm very excited to use this more. I did use it today, just like on the center of my lid to just give a little bit of like a glittery pop. It's that like lighter shade right there, and also because I couldn't resist using it because it's a brand new palette. So I did swatch these yesterday, and they're really nice. Like, I heard a lot of negative reviews about these, but it was really, they swatched really nicely, and when I put it on, I thought it was really pretty. So I put this shade Fairy Dust on the middle of my lid, and it was really gorgeous. Like, I think it's really nice. So it does transfer to the crease, but that is typical with glittery shades. So far I really like it. I will try out the other shades throughout the month. I don't think it's going to be too difficult for me to wear all of these shades. So I'll probably wear them like every time I wear a glittery makeup look. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, and it's literally in brand new condition. So yeah, of course I was going to pick it up. So it looks pretty good. So I'm glad that I got this one. They send a ton of Too Faced palettes to TJ Maxx and Marshalls, so always be on the lookout for those. They do put them on promo on their website, but the deals at Marshalls and TJ Maxx are so much better. But since I haven't been supporting the brand anymore, and if only I can find their stuff at a good price is when I'm going to get it. Like, I feel like this is when they were still like kind of a, they were still kind of like a good brand. I wanted to get the Kat Von D Shimmer palette, the Glimmer palette, but I got this one because I thought this one was different since I already have the Shade and Light matte palette. So that was it for the eyes. And then I concealed under my eyes with the Kat Von D concealer, and then I set that with the NARS Crystal Powder because I'm just holding off picking up my e.l.f. powder until I get money on Saturday or Friday. It's just because I've been subletting my boyfriend's expenses because I've been paying for his meals a lot. So I've been trying to spend like as little money as possible on myself, but since I've been picking up stuff from Marshalls and TJ Maxx, I don't want to pick up inexpensive stuff if I already have it at home. So I'm just going to use that until I can pick up that. And then I smudged Potion on the lower lash line, and then I highlighted the inner corners with 2 shades from this palette, and I used that shade Fairy Dust again, and I mixed it with Rosé All Day, and I think it looks really pretty. So I'm probably going to be popping these on my inner corners a lot. I'll probably use the gold like tomorrow or something, so I think that would be really pretty. So that was it for the eyes, and then I went in with the Catrice Cosmetics mascara on the top and bottom lashes, and I almost forgot to put on mascara this morning because I was done with my face makeup, and I'm like, I feel like I'm missing something because I was like done with my makeup at like 9:30, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot to put mascara on. Like, I would have been so pissed if I forgot to leave the house without it, so yeah. And then I bronzed up the skin with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and then I went in with the NARS blush in the shade Madly. I was going to go in with a different blush, but then I was like, I didn't really want to go in with a pink blush. I don't know why. I felt like the eyes were a little bit too warm, but I still wore a pink lip anyway. So I just used that. And then for the highlight, I wanted to use my Maybelline Master Glow by Face Studio highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. It is so pretty, and I just really wanted to use it again today because I really have been wanting to rotate my drugstore highlighters again. I think I'm going to return the Becca Light Chaser highlighter. I really don't like it, and since I need the money and I'm just only going to go for like, if I like my drugstore highlighters more, I'm going to keep those and return that one if I'm not crazy about it. At first, I thought it was worth the price because, you know, I got it for a really good deal. I got it for like $15 as opposed to like $36. But I really don't like it that much, so I think I'm going to return it. And then I set my face with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist and the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Of course, I went over it, like everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder, but you guys know I use that every day of my life. And then I just brushed in my brows with a spoolie and then set them with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara. I need to tweeze my eyebrows so badly, so yeah. And then for my lips, I just primed them with the NYX Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the Wet n Wild Lip Pencil, Wet n Wild Perfect Pout Gel Lip Liner in the shade Never Petal Down, so I used that one. And then I filled in my lips, of course, with one of the newer Anastasia liquid lipsticks that I picked up. I picked these up 2 days ago, and I filled them in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Catnip. And this one is so beautiful, and it's so comfortable. Like, I have not reapplied this at all. And it's so comfortable on the lips. I'm actually really impressed with this one. And it's such a pretty color. Like, such a beautiful color. So, like I said, I love the colors of her liquid lipsticks. They're gorgeous. It's just the formula that I don't, like, love. But this one is really good. It's really comfortable. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, bye. I am starving, so I need to eat something before I see him later. So, bye. Okay, so hi, so I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. Today has been like a really annoying day for me, honestly. I mean, I have not left my house, but of course, like, everything has been annoying because of other people that I'm just like kind of done, and I wish I was already at Josh's house, but since I always have to wait for him like a fucking century, that yeah, I just felt like doing or saying my makeup look right now. So first thing is that today's the Super Bowl, so whoever you're rooting for, good luck. I don't really care. I just go to watch it with my boyfriend and to see the halftime show. My boyfriend's mom is having a little get-together, and he's supposed to be picking me up soon, so we go to his house. So yeah, my mom came in my room and asked me if I can invite my brother. And then next Thursday is a huge dilemma because me and my friends are supposed to go to paint night, but Liz is going to be coming home on the same day, and she doesn't want to drive out to where we're going because it's too much driving for her. So, and she's only going to be here for 10 days, and then she goes to Florida for a month, and then she goes to Georgia after that, so I won't see her after the 25th. It's like the 4th right now of February, and she's coming back on the 15th, and she's only here for 10 days. And then I won't see her for like another couple months, which is okay because at least I have school then. But when May rolls around and the summertime rolls around, it's going to suck that I'm not going to be able to see her until like September or October. But her mom's really sick, so she has to be with her mom. So, yeah, and then, of course, Josh is late, and it's 5 o'clock right now. He said, yeah, 15 minutes and I'll be on my way. That was an hour and a half ago. That was at 3:45. It's almost 5 o'clock right now. So, he was supposed to pick me up at 4. Of course, it's 5 o'clock. So, whenever I say a time, I know it's going to be an hour and a half from that time. So, I got ready around 3:30. So, anyway, I primed my face with the, just want to see how my face looks. I think it looks good. It looks pretty good. I did wash all my face brushes last night because I felt like I needed to wash them. So if things look a little blotchy, I'm sorry, but that's because the brushes were still a little bit damp. I did wait as long as possible to apply my makeup. I didn't apply it till like 3:30. So anyway, I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the e.l.f. Mineral Face Primer. And then I went in with the Stila Aqua Glow Serum Foundation in the color Light, and I mixed it with the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation again. I really do like how this foundation looks on my skin. It's really pretty. I like how it looks when you like fully apply all of your makeup as opposed to it just by itself. I really like how it balances out the skin. And I like it with the concealer and everything put together. I don't really love it like when I first put it on. I think it looks a little bit uneven. And then I concealed with the Catrice Cosmetics Liquid Camouflage Concealer in the color Fair or Porcelain or whatever. And then I set my face with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder in the shade Warm Light. And then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer and then went over that with the same Wet n Wild powder. I'm just taking out another gum pack because I already went through the first one that I had. So I just want to make sure I have a new one in here. And then For my eyes, I went in with my transition shade, which was ColourPop's Firefly, and then I went in with the Becca Cosmetics Jaclyn Hill palette, the 5-pan palette, because I really wanted to use it today. I haven't used it for a while. So I went in with the pink shade first. Of course, I forgot the names. I think that one's called Bordeaux. Let me just look it up really quick. I'm just really annoyed that he's not here yet. It's 5 o'clock. The game starts at 6:30. I was hoping to be at his house already. Okay, so for my eyes, I just think that's totally rude to like ask somebody, oh yeah, on the day of, literally 2 hours before, hey, can I bring my brother? Is that okay? Like asking like a random person to come to their house. I'm sorry, but I don't fucking care where he's watching the game. I really don't give a shit. I really just don't. He doesn't include me anything. Why should I include him? Okay, so I used this shade Cordial on my crease, and then I darkened up the crease more with Cognac, and then I used Bordeaux on the outer corners. That one's Bordeaux, not the one I used on my crease. They're good eyeshadows, but they're very faint. Some of them, I do notice that the pink one is very faint. It does look more pigmented as it's like on your eyes a little bit more. And then for the lid shade, I used Champagne Toast, and I put that all over the lid initially, but then I wanted to pop something on the top of like the inner corners. I've been liking like 2 shades on my lid lately. Sorry, I'm just so distracted like watching for him, so forgive me. So I used the Too Faced Glitter Bomb palette again, and I just popped on a little bit of that Fairy Dust shade, a little bit here, and then I put Champagne Toast again on the center of my lid, and I thought it looked really pretty. So, and then I went in, of course, with Makeup Geek's Vanilla Bean on my brow bone. And then under my eyes, I conceal with the Catrice Cosmetics Concealer. And then I set that with the NARS Translucent Crystal Setting Powder. And then I smudged Cognac on the lower lash line. And then I highlighted the inner corners with Chardonnay from the palette. And then I went in with the Maybelline Gel Liner, the brown skinny gel liner on my waterline. And then I went in with the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara on the top and bottom lashes. And that was it for the eyes. And then I bronzed up the skin with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And then for the blush, I went in with the Becca Cosmetics Mineral Blush in the shade Flower Child because I haven't used it in a while, so I really wanted to use it today. And then for the highlight, look at that. Isn't that so pretty? I used the Milani Strobe Light Afterglow Highlighter, I think is what it's called, in the shade Afterglow. And it looks gorgeous. I love it. I would have used Becca's Champagne Pop, but I just really wanted to use this one today because I wanted the face to be a little bit more pinky. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder, and then I started everything with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist. And then I just brushed through my brows with a spoolie and then set them with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara. I finally had time to tweeze my eyebrows before I did my makeup, so now they look a lot better. And then for my lips, I primed them with the NYX Lip Primer, then I lined them with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Lip Liner in the shade Never Petal Down, and then I filled them in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in the shade Soft Lilac. This shade is so gorgeous. I have to see what the difference is between this shade and the Catnip shade from when I wore a Catnip yesterday, because I want to see if this one is a little bit more purple, because when I swatched them right next to each other, they looked so similar. But they literally have like such a similar formula too. These two I really am a huge fan of. This one is very soft on the lips, and the same thing with Catnip. I was really impressed with that one yesterday. It just looked the same for the 4 hours I was wearing it, and this looks really pretty on the lips right now. I think it's just because I needed to use a lip primer with them. I don't know, but these ones definitely look really beautiful on the lips, and they dry down really nicely. They don't like leave like a wet spot on the center of your lips, so I really like them so far. So yeah, I'm still really annoyed because he's still not here yet. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just going to be waiting for him. So yeah, that's really it. Bye.